All right, drone video of a nice big tract to Cave Hollow. This is one of the bigger ones out there. My notes are showing that this is over 13 acres, so about 13 and a half acres. This is tract 53 at Cave Hollow, and we are probably parked here at the south side by the easement road. That looks like some kind of glade or trail on this property. Actually, this is the property that has multiple glades. So that natural open area that we're seeing right there, that's what's called a glade. You can find them just in certain parts of the Ozarks, and you can already see several others on the property. They make pretty cool natural sites for camping or potentially building as well. So we're looking northerly, and the property starts directly on that other side of the easement road, so we're getting a good overview as we look northerly at the property. It's going to be the highest at its south side, or I guess its southwest side, and then it slopes down as you move away from the road. It borders a little seasonal creek bed along its entire north side, so obviously it slopes down as you move toward that creek bed. Like just about everything in the Ozarks, it's a mixture of some flat areas, some rolling area, and probably some steep areas as you get right down to the creek bed. More often than not, that's the case. From what we were seeing here, and I think we'll get a better look at it, this is over a 5-minute video. Wow, look at all those glades. You can see them at the bottom of the screen. From what we're seeing here, it looks like there's a lot of usable area on this property. So not only is it a big property, but it appears to have quite a bit more usable area than some other tracts. You can see the road system at Cave Hollow. And as we look easterly, the property's on the left side of that easement road that you see. As always, go to the listing page, check out the maps, the MapRight, interactive map, all that stuff to see how the property's situated. You can change the base layers on that MapRight interactive map to look at a topo map. In this case, if you change it to infrared, we seldom have a use for that infrared layer, but in this case it really makes those glades pop right out, and you can see exactly where those natural glades are located on this property, which is really cool. So in the glade areas, you're going to have predominantly cedar trees, and then the rest of this property will be predominantly hardwood trees, so red oak, white oak, hickory trees. Just a nice mixture out here of timber. Phenomenal wildlife population as far as white-tailed deer, as far as wild turkeys. We're looking, well, southeasterly, I guess. Look at that huge cloud. I guess you can't see the cloud, but you can see the shadow off in the distance there. I don't know if we're going to get down and get a look at that little seasonal creek bed. It doesn't look like it. We've only got about 2 minutes left here. So as we mentioned, it doesn't run all year. We've been out there when it's been running. We've been out there when it's not been running. But it does have some really cool rock formations. The guys have actually found some fossils and even some arrowheads in some of the creek beds out here. So as we look westerly, the property's on the right side of that main road. That other easement road you see, that open area that you see in the lower right, that is not on the property. That's on the other side of a different easement road. Where we were just looking was the extreme eastern tip, where the property gets comes to a point. But as soon as we started moving westerly, it widens out. So if you look to the far right, the base of that valley is where the creek bed is, and then the property extends up from there all the way left up to that easement road. So I mean, looking at the way the ground lays from this view, some of this looks really nice. You're really going to have a choice of multiple sites for building and camping out here. Those beautiful glades are awesome. You could certainly take advantage of those glades by putting in a driveway. You've got to get a certain distance off the easement roads for the setback at Cave Hollow, like anywhere. But a bunch of those glades could be usable as a campsite or a building site. It's almost like a private labyrinth, like an elaborate corn maze. That is really cool. Big tract. exciting to see those glades. You're going to have some great views depending on where you put your building site, but practically anywhere on this property you've got the potential for excellent views. You could easily use one of those glades as a private campsite, get a couple 100 feet off the road if you wanted to, and just stare at your view all day. So beautiful tract. That's 53 at Cave Hollow, if we didn't already say that. You can go to the website at InstantAcres.com. You'll click on the Homesteader Friendly section, click on Cave Hollow, and tract 53 to check availability. Or you can give us a call, you can send us an email. We'd certainly love to hear from you.